All right, everyone, trying something new here for a change. So basically, I just read this Harvard Business Review article called Create KPIs that reflect your strategic priorities by Graham Kenny. And the article brought a few ideas into my head, and I wanted to share them with you here on Facebook Live. So the article itself was all about like having a scorecard with key performance indicators. To those who don't know, key performance indicators are like numbers that tell you how well something is doing. And in the article, they were related to stakeholders that have a relation with the organization, with the business. Now, stakeholders could be employees, or it could be the community around it, or it could be suppliers, basically actors who have some sort of relationship. And well, Graham here explained how he worked with a client, a large organization, to bring about clear KPIs clearly connected with these actors. And I couldn't help but reflect back on how this looks like in my reality, in my business, and in the relationships that I have with my clients. And for one, over here at Stratigo, we don't really use a scorecard way of managing. It sort of brings about an idea in my head where you have like this huge spreadsheet with tons of numbers, and then when you manage the business, you just look at those numbers and then you see if the numbers are right or not, and then you make changes. Now, that sort of very clinical, number-heavy approach feels very, what should I say, cold in a way, a bit detached from a reality. Of course, it can be maybe the only way to do it in a large organization of thousands of people, where you just can't have everything easily visible unless you have it like in an Excel sheet. But in a like smaller organizations with 20, 30, 40 employees, or in micro businesses with only a few individuals, that in a way doesn't feel a whole lot of sense being so number heavy. So instead, the way we prefer to do it is to have like a clear dashboard with clear goals, and then we just have like traffic lights, red, yellow, or green, depending on how that goal is going. And then, of course, the closest touch I've had with numbers specifically comes from like measuring how many leads are we getting, how much money is coming in for sales, how many emails have we sent out, how many comments or likes have we got on our social media interactions. And those, of course, have to be put somewhere in a dashboard, either an Excel or some other type of list, so that we can quickly see how everything is going. But it's not like when we look at those numbers that we just stay there on the dashboard. When we want to tweak something, like we see that we are not getting the right amount of leads. So then we dive into the actual step of our customer relationship process and look at what's going on here. Why isn't this correct? So, and that's in a way is a good point that Graham makes, is that you need the numbers to sort of know what to look at and what to keep eyes on, because if you don't write down anything, then you don't know where to focus. But it's good to also remember that there is still a reality outside of the spreadsheet. So when managing a business, it's not a good idea to just stay in a list. Instead, use just the numbers and the list as a starting point of the discussion, and then dive deeper into the actual steps where the numbers are coming from. That's very much possible to do in smaller organizations. Now, of course, in larger multi-thousand employee organization, the reality can look a bit different. I don't know, the reality looks quite different depending on the size, but do read the article and let me know in the comments what you think about it. Perhaps it gave you some thoughts. Let's have a discussion in the comments. That's all for now. I'll be back later with another live and another article. Take care and have a great day.